In this lesson here, sorry, I added one here. What we're going to do is we're going to write the algorithm. We're going to create the implementation of the method and behavior. And then I'm going to talk about returning values, collaborating objects, and then a little plug on experience. Okay, so again, using terminology that is common for developers, algorithm and implementation, method and behavior. Let's do this. Okay, so here is the logic that I worked out, and I'm going to turn that into a I'm going to turn that into something a computer can understand. Okay, so using my UML diagram, and I see it has a couple extra features now. So I added a plus sign because this this method behavior is going to be public. I added the parameter, and I see that this method behavior is going to return a Boolean value. So let's implement this. Okay, so here in my program I have my validate class. Okay, so within my validate class, I'm going to start it up. So this one is going to be public, okay, and Boolean, and it's called is positive, and it's going to have float. It's going to return a number. All right, there, and this is the end is positive. Okay. So let's have a look at this. Public visibility. So this method is available to be used at any other class, and it returns a Boolean value. Okay, no problem, because I see here that in my UML diagram that this is public visibility and returns a Boolean value. Okay, is positive is the name and number is the parameter or the argument. Okay, so is pos and number. I have an error here. So let's click on this error and see what the problem is. This method must return a type of Boolean. So I've told it, dang. Okay, I told it that it's going to return a Boolean value, but I haven't done that yet, and it's complaining. So again, if I click on this, all right, I can, I can make the computer program try its best to fix it for me. Add a return statement. Check this out. Return false. Okay, save it. No longer an error. Pretty neat, eh? So actually, I'm not going to use that feature. So what I'm going to do here is I'm now going to now in this area here, I'm now going to implement my the logic that I worked out on a piece of paper, or in my word processor here. So check if the number is positive, and if it is, return true, and if it isn't, return false. Okay, I already thought this through, and it works. Okay. So in here, all I'm going to do is going to go if num is less than 0. Okay, I'm going to go return true. Sorry. If number is greater than 0, okay, then return true is positive. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to close this bracket here. And if else, okay, that, and else, return false. Alright, so what I've done here is I basically repeated what I did here, and that's it. So I translated this this logic into I implemented this logic, okay, into coding that a computer can understand. And as you can see, when you look at it, it's basically the same. It's the same algorithm. It's the same logic. Okay. Okay, so that's about it for this short little lesson. I think the only thing I'm going to add here is just a little comment, and I'm going to go check if number is positive. And once again, a little plug about naming conventions. I use a I don't know why they call it this, but it's a camel naming convention. So I have two words here, okay, and the first letter of the first word is all, well, the first word is all lowercase. The first letter of the second word is uppercase. Now, you notice my comment here, check to see if the number is positive, but you know what? if you are super smart about naming your methods and behaviors, properties, values, variables um, adequately, it should be nice and short and straight to the point. You see that there really is almost no need to even write a comment. All right. So yeah. Okay. So in the next lesson, I'm going to talk about um, methods returning values, and we're going to talk about collaborating objects, which basically means I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this behavior, okay, that I just created.